Shalom. This is going to be a quick lesson on Isaiah 53 because I've stumbled up on another precept to debunk the claim that Isaiah 53 is about a certain somebody other than the nation of Israel as a whole. So we're going to go there and we're going to get it. It's Isaiah 53 verse 6. And let me start at 5 because this is where you know who they are, like to turn to. Okay? Start at 4. But in truth, it was our ills that he bore, and our pains that he carried. Yes, it was our ills, meaning the older generations, that he bore, the newer generations, and our pains that he carried. Okay? Because the reason why the children of Israel were put into captivity was because of the previous generations. It's all through the book of Kings. Okay? As far as what happened and why Israel was in a state they were in and why Isaiah is even speaking about it. Okay? But he had regarded him deceased, stricken by God, and afflicted. Yes, Israel was stricken by God and afflicted when they went into captivity. Yes. He was pained because of our rebellious sins and oppressed through our iniquities. Yes. If you read throughout the book of Kings, the previous generations and the previous kings were doing things that were detestable and evil in the eyes of the Most High. And as a result, the newer generations had to suffer through the captivity. Okay? He was pained because of our rebellious sins and oppressed through our iniquities. The chastisement upon him was for our benefit. The chastisement was for the benefit as punishment to the children of Israel so that they will return from idolatry and return to the Most High and keeping his commandments, his precepts, his teachings, his Torahs. Okay? And through his wounds we are healed. Yes, through the wounds of going through and enduring 70 years of captivity and coming out of captivity after the 7 years, we are healed. That's all that's saying. That is all that is saying. We have strayed like sheep, each of us turning his own way, and Yahweh inflicted upon him the iniquity of us all. The Israel was paying for Israel's sins. That's all that's saying. Okay, let's go to Nehemiah real quick. Bear with me one moment. Nehemiah chapter 1. Now, this was during the time when the 70 years of captivity was over, and it was time for the rebuilding of the second temple through King Cyrus. And that's another lesson, but we can go there. I'm just a side note. Let me read Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 5. And this is a prayer or a supplication. And it says, I said, I beseech you, Yahweh, God of the heavens, the great and awesome God, keeper of the covenant and of kindness for those who love him and for those who observe his commandments. Were the previous generations observing the commandments? No, they weren't. But some of them were. For example, King Hezekiah. He did what was right in the eyes of the Most High. We're not saying all of Israel, we're just saying Israel in general. Okay? The majority of the kings did what was evil in the eyes of the Most High. Okay? Keeper of the covenant and of kindness for those who love him and those who observe his commandments. Please, may your ear be attentive and your eyes open to listen to your servant's prayer. Does that sound familiar? Who is the suffering servant in Isaiah 53? Is it not Israel? Israel, 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 Israel. Okay? Listen to your servant's prayer, which I pray before you today, day and night, for the children of Israel, your servants. Does that sound familiar? I confess to the sins of the children of Israel that we have sinned against you. I and my father's household have sinned. Who is wounded for whose transgressions? Israel is wounded for the transgressions of the fathers, including the younger generation and the older generation. That's all that is. Nothing more and nothing less. Stop inserting things that are not in the book.